Hey guys, I'm trying to get all right, I may have to come down here and talk to you like this. How about that? I think everything is working. I'm just trying to make sure that it is. All right, it looks like we are live and we are going good. So I'm going to go through this as fast as I can, get this done, because my internet has been just really strange all day today. So I am sorry that I couldn't get on a little bit earlier, which was my plan. But I wanted to just share a little bit more about the basics of Bitcoin. And so, and here's the funny thing before I get started. It's really interesting because I just updated my phone. And so now my Facebook's doing all kinds of really interesting things. So prayerfully, hey, Katina, hey, girl, how are you? That this will continue on the video that I did, I think, on Saturday or Friday. I don't know. You know how it goes. But I just wanted to help a lot of folks start to understand that, yes, you should be in Bitcoin. Yes. Hey, Katura, what's up, girl? That, yes, this is something that you should look into. Absolutely. Hey, cousin David, good to see you. It is something that you should absolutely look into. It is something, I hope you guys can hear me okay. It is something that you should have in your portfolio, whether you are looking to use it. Hey, Dr. Sabrina, whether you are looking to use Bitcoin as a saving mechanism or a cash flow strategy. Hey, girl. Hey, Lisa, love you. Bitcoin is something you should definitely have. And so I wanted to explain a little bit why today, go a little bit deeper. I'm sorry, since my phone is all funny, I'm sort of just bouncing. Okay, so here we go. But the reason you guys want to have Bitcoin at some point in your portfolio, whether you're using it for cash flow, instant cash flow, hey girl, instant cash flow, or long-term savings, passive income, either way, you want some. And the wonderful thing about Bitcoin is that for those, let me just recap because I'm all like super excited and I'm going to be jumping around. But the thing about Bitcoin is that it is a digital commodity. It is an e-currency. It is a digital currency. It is a commodity just like gold or silver, but it is created on the internet. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that today so you can understand why it's created on the internet, how it's created, and what that means. There's a thing I put in the title that I said scarcity equals prosperity. And if you guys remember any of your economics courses back in the day, we learned something about supply and demand. When supply is high, demand is low. When supply is low, demand is high. And that basically means that if you have a whole bunch of something in the market, the value or the price of it is going to depend on the supply. And so with Bitcoin, which got started, I want to say back in like 2009, I first heard about it in 2011, but back then it was like a penny, and I should have got it, but I didn't see how I could use it in my everyday life or in my portfolio or anything like that. Where now it's over 5,000 per Bitcoin. And the beautiful thing about it, let me just sort of start back at scarcity, is that there are only going to be 21 million Bitcoin mined. That is how Bitcoins are produced. They are mined. And they are mined by a bunch of computer geeks, okay, all over the world who do something that's called a blockchain. Now, I don't want to make this overly technical, so just hang with me, okay? But what the blockchain does is that it records every Bitcoin transaction. And it goes into what's like this giant electronic ledger. And so every Bitcoin transaction is recorded, which makes Bitcoin, one, even though it's on the internet, highly, highly secure, because the blockchain is this long chain of numbers and letters that all go together. And so it becomes this huge mathematical equation to create another Bitcoin. And so what happens is, of the 21 million Bitcoin that are going to be created, 16 million have already been mined. And so what happens now is that every time a miner creates a Bitcoin, 12.5 Bitcoin are released into the system, if I could put it that way. Now what happens, this is where scarcity comes in, and why you're like, if you're looking at it now saying, should I get into Bitcoin? It seems so high. If you don't jump in now or figure out a strategy within the next few weeks or months, Bitcoin is going to keep going up. The price is going to keep going up. And just like anything, it's going to go up and down, but the trend for Bitcoin is up. So the thing that you want to think about with Bitcoin is because 21 million will be mined, it's a finite commodity. It's not like gold, where I think, gold, we're still discovering gold. But with Bitcoin, it's a finite commodity. 16 million have already been mined. And so what will happen in the next few months, Bitcoin, the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined will be cut in half. Because once it reaches the 21 million, that's it. There's no more Bitcoin that's going to be mined. It's going to stop. And then only the Bitcoin then in circulation is going to be the Bitcoin that's available. So what does that mean? That means that there's I started looking at myself. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, where's the camera? There's the camera. There's a finite number of Bitcoin. So the supply is going to be limited. That means the demand is going to stay higher. And then that means there's going to be scarcity. Remember, Bitcoin is being traded all over the world. And because of that, that means that it's more than 21 million people out there that want a piece of Bitcoin. So therefore, what you've got to do is figure out what's going to be the best strategy for me with this and acquiring Bitcoin, because it's only going to go up as the availability of the coins keeps going down. So that means we've only got like 5 million Bitcoin that are going to be available for the next, as the years go by. And as that happens, the blockchains are going to get longer and longer, which means it's going to be harder and harder to produce and mine an actual Bitcoin. So what's going to happen is that the price and the value of Bitcoin is going to keep going up. So it's trading and it's valued over $5,000 per Bitcoin. Now, I don't want that number to intimidate you. I want you to think, I've got to get some. The beauty of Bitcoin, unlike gold or silver, is that it can be purchased in bite-sized pieces and it will still bring you value. If you cannot do one Bitcoin right now and you say, hey, I want a Bitcoin. Well, if you've got $5,000 or $25,000 to play with, awesome. Jump in. I can tell you where to go to jump in and get your Bitcoin and start it rolling for you. But if you've got $50, you can still play and start to acquire Bitcoin. I think one of the most beautiful strategies for Bitcoin, because it's going, is for folks to look at it in the short term or in the long term as a savings account. Like there's nothing wrong with that, because if you have a savings account in a bank, you're getting 0.015% on that money that's sitting in that bank that's not doing anything. And most of the time, the monthly charges for that savings account are more than the interest that you're earning. So one of the things that just makes sense to me is to take the money that you might have in a savings account. And if you don't want to take it out of your savings account, I understand that. But let's say the money that you would put towards that savings account every week or every month, whether it's $100 or $1,000, but to take that and in those bite-sized pieces start acquiring Bitcoin and let the Bitcoin sit and grow and watch it. Now, there's some other things that I can turn you on to, some passive income strategies with Bitcoin. And that's okay. I'll tell you about that in just a second. But I really want you to understand and take a hold that right now, I should have purchased some Bitcoin back in 2011 when I first heard about it. But other than that, the best time to get Bitcoin is now. It's now. If you're just hearing about it for the first time, that's awesome. But the best time to start to look into it is now. And I want to give you a couple of sites. Hey, Sands, how are you? A couple of websites to check out. Okay, hold on. I'm just looking at my notes. So have I helped you understand the scarcity? What's going to happen in the next few months? Like I said, when the miners go in right now, they're producing, every time they create Bitcoin, they're producing 12.5 Bitcoin. In the next few months, let's say in the next 18 months, that amount is going to be cut in half. So they will only be able to then produce 6.25 Bitcoin. And then two years or so after that, that amount's going to be cut in half. And so until they get to that 5 million Bitcoin that are left to be produced in the system. So that's why scarcity equals prosperity, because the more you can get your hands on some Bitcoin now, the greater value it's going to hold for you. And so, all right, I'm just checking my notes. Hang on. So let's make this scarce resource work for all of us. Now, here's the thing. There are other cryptocurrencies out there. That's what these currencies are called. They're called cryptocurrencies because they're online. I'm going to just deal right now with Bitcoin. There's others we can talk about later. There's other things we can talk about with it later. But right now, Bitcoin is sort of the Mac Daddy. It's the longest one. It was the first one. It's the longest. It's the most established. You can use your Bitcoin other places. You can put your Bitcoin on a Visa card and use it just like cash. You know, there's lots of things that you can do with Bitcoin now in 2017 that you couldn't do in 2011 when I first heard about it. So there's other ones out there. I don't know that they all have quite the same flexibility that you would have right now with Bitcoin. So we can address the other cryptocurrencies a little bit later. But right now, I really want you to put your mind on acquiring enough Bitcoin for you and your family and how that will work. So a couple of things that I want to share with you before we wrap up. I want to send you to a couple of sites. One is called fiatleak.com. That's fiatleak.com. Now you go to that site, fiatleak.com, and what it will show you is the trading that's happening right now with Bitcoin from all over the world. It's really fascinating. You can just sit there and watch it and see the trades happening, see what's going on, see the exchanges, see what's going on with Bitcoin, and you can see the price, you can see it going up, going down. It's very, very fascinating. So it's fiatleak.com. I want to send you there. Now, our team, some of the folks that I work with, we've established a page here on Facebook called Cash Flow with Crypto. I know, right? It's really kind of clever. But anyway, Cash Flow with Crypto. And there's a website there that I want to send you to that will just help you get a little bit more understanding of what we're doing, how we're doing it. There's a couple of different strategies, you know, and I'm just here to give you some education and to help you, whether it's creating a strategy, an instant cash flow strategy, creating a passive strategy. You know, we've got all those things that you need, but you got to start investing in Bitcoin. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? So that it can be part of your portfolio of investment, cash flow, income streams, however you want to look at it. So join our page, go visit our page. It's called Cash Flow with Crypto. I was feeling funny that day. I mean, you know, what can I say? And the website that I want you guys to check out it's very simple. It's just www.337go.com. That's www.337go.com. And that's just a generic site. It's going to just give you some basic information about how you can get involved with instant cash flow. You'll need to message me back if you want to jump in and get some of the free education that offers, which is fine. I'm happy to do that. But there's lots of information, guys. You got to make this part of what you're doing right now, whether it's as a savings or whether it's as cash flow strategy for you right now. But it's really, really fascinating. So if you haven't had a chance to see the first video that I did, I think it was Friday, please check that out. Understand that Bitcoin is really where it's at. It's cutting edge. I gave a lot of extra history on Bitcoin. If you check my wall on Friday, just the history of it, how it got created, why it's totally genius, why it's government proof, why you can create your own economy with it. Just amazing, amazing things that are going on right now with cryptocurrency, but mainly the Mac Daddy right now is Bitcoin. And I've got to go check and see where it is right now. But the last time I checked, it was over 5,500 today. Guys, message me. If you have my home number, you have my cell number, text me. I'd love to help you, talk you through this, point you in the right direction. Like, I don't pretend to be like the Bitcoin, guru, but I have done some research over the summer, have gotten involved, have made some money with some Bitcoin. And so I want to help as many people as possible be able to put some in their portfolios as well. Amen. All right, guys. Well, God bless you. Thanks so much for checking in, and share this video. Message me. I'm happy to help. Visit our page. Go to that website. Once again, it's 337go.com. That's 337go.com. And then message me back so that you can actually get into the system and start to get some education. Okay. Love you guys. God bless. I'll be back soon to do some more videos with this, but you guys, this is really cutting edge, and I want you to be able to take advantage of it while the going is good. Amen. God bless you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.